Okay. Adam Ruby this week at the Comedy Cave right here. Okay.
All week.
All week.
All week long.
Got a little ASMR maybe going on there, right?
Help me.
We got shows still to go Tuesday through Saturday. Okay. And we just did the Monday show. It was great.
Monday show is great.
Yeah. And
Black audience.
yeah, there you go.
Pretty much. Love a black crowd.
Nice. Yeah. You're in an interracial marriage? Is that one?
Yep.
Yeah. Makes sense then.
Yeah. I love the colored people.
Yeah. Good. I'm sure that's
Black lives really matter to me, dude. Really.
yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cracker. What were you saying?
Yeah. No, I know who I am. I know.
I know my social status.
Yeah, I was raised on the same hip hop you were, so
Yeah, dude. I just grew up listening to a lot of Will Smith.
that's Jet and Jiggy, right?
Getting Jiggy, yep.
Yeah, Miami.
I like your version better. Jet and Jiggy.
Jet and Jiggy.
That was fucking cool.
Nice. And you've been doing Comedy Cave, like you helped them open the club, right? Is that?
Oh no, they've been open for like 25 years.
I mean,
I've
this
been,
version. This.
Oh yeah, I've been
location,
here since the new location for sure. But I was at the old one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one at the Travelodge.
Yeah, the Travelodge was a fun spot.
Big room, right?
I don't think so. And actually, there was like pillars and all sorts of weird shit in your way.
And a weird bar that goes across the back of the room or something, right?
Yeah, the bar was like a pirate ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird, but I liked it. It was a good place to start doing comedy. It's a small club. Reminded me of like something you'd see in New York.
Yeah. I told you. Even this does a bit, right?
Yeah, this is a great room. When it's a banging room, it's a banging room.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to have a great time if you come and see Adam Ruby this week.
Oh, come on down, dude.
It's the most cost-effective entertainment dollar that you can spend in these trying times.
Where else can you see a marginally hobbit-looking like human being who should be more in a Grimm's fairy tale than on a stage? But I'm here this weekend, so come and see. If you like 5'5", go watch Little People Big World.
Do you identify that way?
You know what?
With
I
the
actually
Hobbit community.
I liked. This is a weird thing, but I like saying the M word, which is in the M word nowadays. But the word midget was a great word to me.
Sure.
I like midget.
Yeah.
People call me a little person, and that pisses me off because midgets took the little person term and like, now you can only call us LPs. And it's like, oh, come on. Quit stealing shit, dude. You're like the lesbians stealing men's haircuts. Stop it.
Right.
Just let us. Midget is a medical term, I think.
I think it's a hockey term for sure, right?
Yeah, dude. Nobody gets mad at those boys,
Nobody
right? They're trying. They're just, yeah, dude. Like,
they're not going to call it little people hockey, right?
dude, no one wants to go to little people wrestling. That's called lightweight, flyweight. Right. Yeah, dude. You want to see the M word, dude.
Yeah,
it's a great word.
M word.
Yeah, and I feel like, dude, I'm 5'5". I'm 5 inches away from being clinically a midget.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe 6. I can't remember what the term is nowadays. If it's 5, 4'11".
But I bet the experience isn't that different. Like 5
I have
inches,
to reach for shit. Yeah, dude. Top shelf. I can't get it. Like I need help.
Yeah.
I need help at home to get shit off the top. Like I have a midget stool. Like,
yeah,
dude, I watched Little People Big World and was hyped on it. I was like, yeah, dude. The only thing I hated about that show is that they were growing the wrong crop.
Right.
They
Yeah.
grew fucking pumpkins.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, that's not a crop for a midget.
Right. Yeah.
That's too big.
Yeah. Because you're a cannabis enthusiast? Is that the crop you're thinking maybe? Or
no, I'm thinking like a midget a midget should be growing a microgreens or something like
yeah, maybe.
Sprouts and shit. It's in the name, dude.
Yeah.
You should be growing pumpkins. That's like growing boulders. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a good carbon footprint. You're definitely going to need a tractor to move those bad boys around. That's all I'm saying. Midget farms are hard on the environment. That's a fact. That's a liberal stat.
That's a liberal stat.
It's a liberal stat, dude. They use way more diesel gas to get shit done.
Do they?
You can put that out there.
You can put that out there.
You can run that news. That's good news. It's
we'll
hot
see what
news.
happens in the comments. Someone's gonna.
Well,
have
if
an
not, I'm
opinion.
gonna have a whole bunch of little people.
Maybe they'll look at you as like a leader or something like that.
Dude,
right?
whenever I go to China or like Chinatown and I'm with smaller, like 5'5" people or like smaller, I feel so good.
Yeah.
Do you ever just like, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9". I'm 69 inches.
That's
so.
a pretty tall guy.
Yeah, I'm
You ever
pretty
just
average.
stroll through like TNT and just feel like Shaquille O'Neal?
Every week. Every week.
It's a good feeling, dude.
Well, they got that Chinese buffet to-go thing at all the TNTs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
those
what I
are
mean?
good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
That's how we buy Chinese food. So
Wow. Yeah.
we
I always
make the
love
rice at home.
Yeah, dude, I always love a good Asian to make me feel good about my height.
Yeah.
Because they're usually the same height. I'm way bigger than them, though, dude. I don't know how they maintain that perfect physique.
Wider, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're all like ping pong playing pro. Like, you know what I mean? They're all in good shape.
Yeah.
You ever see like Asian communists that are just like in their little doing the fucking. We don't do that as white people.
We did when we were kids.
But they're like in their 50s,
I know,
still
yeah.
getting that little kid energy out, dude.
Some-
We just forget about it at a certain age. We're like, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
I got
just
the
like
lazy
the food
boy.
pyramid. It went out with the food pyramid. Right?
Yeah.
No more arm circles. No more dairy.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna get stomped.
I think
We
so
get
too.
invaded by the Asians.
How'd you get into comedy, Adam?
Well, truthfully, it was the Asian people. They forced me into. No. I always loved comedy, man. It was like in my house, it was the one thing that was like, I was like seeing my dad laughing, and he loved comedy. He always loved good comedy too. Where I was I don't know. It's like I didn't share his musical tastes, and he was like very musically inclined, but I definitely shared whatever he showed me comedy. I was like, what the hell is this? This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what got me into it. And then just, again, like good comics. Like I remember we'd watch Bernie Mac and just.
Well, he's one of the greats.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. And it was like my dad was very like proper. He wouldn't say, like he would never do a blowjob reference or anything like that. He'd always be like, oh. But like in comedy, that would break him down. I'd be like, oh yeah, dude, that got him. Like I know that got him. But so that's why I was like, it was like the equalizer in my house. And also like I wasn't a bad kid at school, but I always had teachers who were just psychos.
Yeah.
And comedy, like I'd go to the principal's office and I would say things like the principal would love, and he'd be like, that's really funny. And then I just would be like, woof, I'm off the hook. And then I remember my grade 2 teacher calling me a comedian one time, and I actually was like upset, like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then I went home and I asked like my mom, like, what does a comedian mean? And she's like, it's a funny person, a smart aleck. And I was like, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it. I love being a comedian, dude.
Setting goals in grade 2.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. It felt tense in the 80s, and then, like, the only thing that people responded to well was laughter, I feel like, you know? So, like, remember when Delirious hit? It was, like, that, like, rippled fabric of time, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, whoa, Eddie Murphy, and it was, like, it culturally bridged everybody. That's why I never understand all these, like, these new kids in their politics where it's like, you don't like black people. It's like, oh, wrong. I love black people, dude. I grew up listening to the music, and I like Public Enemy was my first band that I actually liked, you know, so.
That Takes a Nation of Millions, probably, that one?
No,
Believe
it
the
was
Hype,
Music and Our Message.
Oh, okay.
That album was so sick to me, and I was like, yo, the message was hype, and yeah, and then I remember watching like Wu-Tang came out later on, and there was like the ice cream video.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's when I was like, I'm done with white chicks. I want some butter pecan Rican, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. And I was done after that. I was like, yeah, I'm 94 on, dude. I was on my path, man.
You're on your woo.
I was on the woo, dude. I was on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's
I'm
a
a
weird
bit of an
world.
old dirty bastard myself at this point.
Dude, Old Dirty Bastard's a legend, man. He's a legend. Yeah. I don't know. It's a wild time, man.
Yeah.
Comedy's fun. The industry's good now. Like, the industry's good. Like, what am I fucking even saying? It's there. It's existing.
Yeah.
Canada's industry is non-existent. Let's be honest.
It could use some improvement, I suppose, right?
We could use a lot of help up
We
here.
got a ton of funny people, though.
Yeah, and then they all go to these states.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is, man. You can't make shit up in Canada. It's like costs too much to travel across the country. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I think that's why a lot of our comedians, and then to get a visa is insane, dude.
Yeah.
10 grand. And then they have all sorts of stipulations. They want so much social media followers, and it's like,
whereas an American can just come here.
American just comes over here. Well, again, at the same time, to be fair to those fellows, they come over here and make bird seed for money.
That's true.
It's definitely...
They take a 35% hit the second they
It's
land,
gotta suck for those guys, man. I feel bad for them when they come up here, truthfully, because it's like, they're not making... We're getting the Canadian comedy. We're not getting the top coin comedy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just coming up here because they're filling dates.
But they're great. They're still great.
Oh, they're great guys. Great.
We get a lot of them here at the Comedy Cave. You can see great comics here.
It is true.
Every week, right?
It is true. Honest to God. I was watching Two Bears, One Cave, and they were talking about Stuart Huff. Stuart Huff comes to the cave all the time, and they were saying he's like a legend. There's a ton of guys that are out.
Great.
Matt Fulcheron was just on. Again, that's another guy who comes here or came here before. So there's a ton of dudes who pile this place up. Yeah. Chris Frangiola, good hitters, man. Big dogs, but
yeah,
it's the way it is, man.
Well, in the Club Comedy Cave, they have a line into all these great comics that might fly under your radar if you don't come here and check them out at the Comedy Cave.
100%. Comedy is one of those things where you're going to laugh. If you go to a live show and you don't laugh, you got to go home and go, I got no soul. You're going to laugh at something. There's 5 or 6 comics coming out at you.
Yeah.
And a headliner, and if you're not enjoying any of that, then yeah, man, you're a fucking Tesla bot.
Yeah, what happened? Why
what happened? Where were you touched?
Yeah.
Where were you touched?
Show us on the doll, right?
Show us on the doll, dude. It's bad because there's always something funny, man. Even bad comedy's funny. Oh, that light just went out.
Oh, well.
Okay.
We're way too deep now.
I'm like, we can't start over again. Fuck, I already... drove home for this. Drove home and came back in one night, dude. I'm the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I didn't notice though, so that's pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I didn't go home. I was just taking a poop.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
Oh, this riffing. This is the kind of thing Adam does though, right? He's funny on the spot. So see, except for that moment right there. That was the one moment. Put him on the spot, and maybe it's not as good, I guess, right?
I don't know. No, it's fun. I like comedy's fun, man. Anytime you can make somebody laugh, it's you don't know what that person went through, dude. In that day. Yeah. And it's universal. You don't even need to speak in a way. You just need to know some funny shit happening, man. You know what I mean? From physical comedy to just. It's good to get people laughing, especially nowadays when there's not... The only really funny thing right now is the news. Other than that, it's a sad world out there, So
depends on what side of the news you're on, too. Right?
That's true.
Especially this week. It's...
Yeah. But again, it's... Crisis means opportunity in the Greek. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's a fact, and so there's an opportunity there always, and that's our job as comedians is to we got to dice into that shit where it's nobody wants to talk about that. It's too soon.
Yeah,
but it isn't too soon. It's the fucking right. It's the prime time to pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get it before anyone else does.
Okay, so that gets me into how do you write?
Dude, honest to God, every morning I get up and I try to put down an hour worth of writing before I do my shower, all that shit.
You do the thing that we all say that we wish we were doing.
But if you do it every day, it becomes fun. And again, if you read the news, that's why I have a lot of news-based comedy where I'm I'm writing when I'm reading the news, and it's dude, it is too funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a bad thing. I should start more on I used to do more stories, but I really like the news lately. Has been awesome.
Well, you broke out a couple stories tonight for us. And
yeah, but dude, it's things remember what was that? That's the Night Stalker, the Sky King. Remember him, dude? The guy who took that plane and suicided into the island. He stole.
Yes. Yeah.
That guy was a hero, dude. I love reading about shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, man.
No, don't be. That's hilarious.
That shit is funny.
He's hilarious. Adam Ruby.
Born Dean.
Oh, come see him this week at the Comedy Cave. I'm actually hosting Wednesday if you guys want to come see me too. So
Come see him, dude. Look at his hair. You'll let you run your fingers through it, dude.
Well, I'll let you touch my hair. So
It's beautiful.
Adam Ruby, thanks for doing this.